EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one. Between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Cyber set to kick off.
For the right to return here in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 56, here we go from Los Angeles. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
A gain of 13.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Jackson, he sets to fire deep. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Again, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off around the 41. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
10 at the 32-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run this with Akers. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, Rodgers. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
4th down.
They'll run for it with Akers. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now this this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play call. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Jackson on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play, and it's third down.
To throw is Jackson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete.
Henry Ruggs, 53 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
For Cincinnati Bengals.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Nothing free. 319. Jump out. 24 is the mark. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check point.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Finds his tight end Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
He's checking that live. Scratch. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's checking.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on first down with Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Brings up second and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Operating from the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Jackson on third down. Steps away to his left. down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Sam Hubbard, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Check inside.
Going right back to Akers. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Cam Akers, 45 yards. And the one away from tying up this football game. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
9-yard line.
From the 29, Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, Rodgers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. shotgun now for Rodgers. Smith catches left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. On the ground, it's Akers. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Rodgers. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made it.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. And they also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down. Here's Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And the Raider 1st down.
And Jackson throwing once more. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brought him down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here, the playoffs. All tied in the fourth with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And 8 at the 25-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted.
Woo, yeah!
Marcus May with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
For the extra point.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Throw it! Throw it!
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check
Go
him.
to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On play action, it's Rodgers. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers to throw. And that will be incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he's able to put it through.
Score, Raiders 35, Bengals 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Raiders, they are Super Bowl bound. Thanks for watching, and good night. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.